Hi everybody, and firstly let me start by saying thank you for taking the time out of your day to see what it is that we have to offer you. I'm excited to share with you during the course of this presentation what we believe to be a truly remarkable company and how by working alongside us you can achieve some remarkable things as well. So before I start, please let me tell you a little bit about myself and introduce myself. My name is Kyle Burrows, and my background is that I was a full-time police officer working for the Metropolitan Police in London. I did this career for nearly 6 years. I absolutely loved my job. I initially wanted to climb the career ladder, and I saw lots of prospects, and lots of future, a big future for myself working in the police. What I found though, after about 3 years, there was a pay freeze for 3 years. There was also no promotion, and my pensions were changed. On top of this, I was attacked one day during my service whilst on duty, and it left me with 2 slipped discs, and I didn't really feel very supported, and the pay wasn't good enough to make me want to stay. So I retrained as a graphic designer. I left the police, and I took a job working for a family company. I did this for about 7 months, and whilst I enjoyed it a lot more than the police, I have to say, financially it didn't really give me everything that I was looking for. So I was looking for something else. And I've been watching my family build really successful businesses alongside Forever Living Products for about 2 years. And so last February, it was the right time for me, and I saw what you're about to see now, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Fast forward just over 18 months now that I've been doing my business, and it's given me everything that I ever wanted. I do this full time. I was able to resign from my job as a graphic designer after 2.5 months. My income was replaced by my Forever business. I've traveled to South Africa on the company travel incentive. My car was paid for by Forever. So it really has changed my lifestyle, but it's also changed my life. It's been absolutely incredible. So before, now I can actually start by showing you a little bit about our incredible company and show you how, the company that's allowed me to do this. So we are a 38-year-old company. And we were founded in America over 38 years ago by this incredible man that you'll see on your screen called Rex Morn. Now, when I started my business, I wanted to make sure that I had researched the company and its background. And what I liked about Rex was that he was a very wealthy man prior to starting Forever from property development. And this meant that Rex didn't start Forever just to become wealthy, as he was already a very wealthy man. He started Forever to enrich people's lives, and that is something that he certainly has achieved over the years. And we have a massive turnover of over $2.8 billion. And that's something that really stood out to me was that we have cash generating assets all over the world, which equate to $1.5 billion. These are castles in Europe, game reserves in Africa, and Rex even owns South Fork Ranch, which is where the very popular TV series Dallas is filmed. And this is rented back to the TV studio. And all these properties really add stability to our company. And we're cash rich and totally debt free. So Rex has never, ever borrowed a penny off anyone. So we are completely self-funded. And what this means to you is complete peace of mind that you can build a stable business alongside Forever, and no shareholders will ever come and take it away from you. And what I find really exciting also is that we operate in over 160 countries worldwide. Now, what this means to you and I is that if you know someone in a different country, or even if you might have friends who know someone in a different country, then you can build a global business and an income from lots of different countries over the world, even if you haven't even been to them. So let's talk about closer to home in the Middle East now, the exciting part. So we've been in the Middle East for over 16 years, which really surprised me because a few years prior to starting my business with Forever, I'd never heard of Forever Living. So we're a part of the #1 team in the UK, and what is particularly exciting in our UK Eagles team is that we're the #1 country in the world, but also our team is the fastest growing team in the world. So you definitely know you're looking at the right team in the right place. The UK has experienced massive growth, but also so has the Middle East. And with yourselves being represented and presented this amazing opportunity from our Eagles team in the Middle East, you can be assured that you are joining an incredible global and very successful team. So let me just go on to the next slide. So what makes Forever so successful? You might ask yourself. I ask myself the same question. Well, we're a combined power of a network of home-based business owners. What this means is people like you and I work flexibly from home around our current commitments, whether it be full-time or part-time, around the children, around our hobbies, or our busy lives, and we're doing one of two things. So initially, we are supplying a product directly to the consumer. The products are coming directly from Forever Living products, and we bring them to the consumer as a result of us recommending them via word of mouth. And what we are doing is simply cutting out the people in the middle who would ordinarily take a large cut of the profit. So, things like advertising, shop overheads, staff, marketing. And with all of the money that Forever are saving, we are then paid an extremely generous bonus, very well, and lots of money is invested back into our product development to ensure that we're always developing the best products for the marketplace. Not only are we sharing a product with people, but the second thing that we're doing is sharing a business opportunity, just like what we are doing right now during this presentation. And we ask ourselves, who do you know that might want to earn an extra income flexibly from working from home? And all we do then is share the opportunity with them. And the process that I've just discussed there, and that's called team marketing, and there's lots and lots of benefits to it. The first is that your income is completely uncapped. This means that you can work as hard as you think that you are worth, and no one will ever ask you to slow down or tell you that you're earning too much money. So there is no cap on what you can earn from working alongside Forever. And your income with Forever Living is also willable. Now this means that from all of your hard work building your business, you can then leave your income in a will to your loved ones so that you know that they'll be looked after, heaven forbid, touch wood, when we're no longer here. And this business is completely flexible to work alongside our current commitments, as I said. So whether that be full-time or part-time, you decide the time that you've got, and we will work alongside you to show you how to use the pockets of time and how to be productive with the time that you do have available. And there's also full training and support. As I previously mentioned, that this is a handheld business, and we've got lots of trainings online so that you can log in and listen from the comfort of your own home. And if you like to, if you prefer to learn better in a classroom style, if you prefer that, then if that's your kind of environment for training, then there are lots of company trainings for you also to attend. The training is there to give you all the tools that you need to build a really, really stable business with us. So next we have a bit of American cheese, or so I thought. Prior to starting my business, I don't remember being encouraged really to set goals, and nor did I ever sit down and think, where do I want to be in 5 years' time? I really didn't. But here with Forever, that is exactly what we will encourage you to do. As children, we have huge dreams, but what happens as we get older in that society, it knocks those dreams out of us a little bit. And we will encourage you to dream again and dream big. What do you want your future to look like for you and your family? Where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years' time? And we will then show you and work really hard alongside you to help you achieve those things. I know I've already mentioned that this is a global opportunity, giving you and your team the potential to have an income from over 160 countries across the world, which is really, really exciting. Then lastly, we have recognition, which I know that lots of us feel overworked and undervalued. A lot of you might listening into this right now. And we as a team pride ourselves on the recognition that we give. It's really important to us. You're recognized for doing the even smallest of things, as we believe that you should get recognized for your hard work. And on top of all of that, we have lots and lots of fun. And I mean a lot of fun. So what is it then that we actually do? Well, the first part is that you become your own best customer. I wanted to be able to use the products and become an enthusiastic user of those products in a product that I didn't use or I didn't enjoy using. Similarly, in the same way, you wouldn't recommend a film if you hadn't seen it, or you wouldn't recommend a book if you hadn't read it. And it's exactly the same with this. And from using the products, you'll then find that you naturally will speak about the products and the health benefits to your friends, family, and people that you really care about. And with our help and support, we will show you how to develop and look after a handful of regular customers. If you are then looking to earn more, then we will help you to develop a team. We will help you find 5 key people, and this will again be people that you know, like us, that want to earn an extra income working from home flexibly around our jobs. And all we do is coach the 5 to do exactly the same. Use the products, develop a regular customer base, and find 5 key people. We all use and stick to this very duplicatable, simple business cycle. And this is Forever's business cycle that you can see on the screen right now that has allowed them to be so successful. So if you were to start any business, whether that be a painter and decorator, a salon owner, you would have a database of contacts. These would be people that you would want to let know what it is that you are doing. This business is no different with Forever. So we all have a database of contacts, be it friends, families, colleagues, old school friends, and so on and so forth. And then all that we do is contact the person and let them know what it is that you're doing by offering them some information to look at what we can show them, the same information that you're looking at right now through our business presentation. And if they like what they see, that's fantastic. We'll then sit down and get to know how much it is that they want to earn, how much time they have, and when they would like to earn it by. And from that, we can put a plan in place to help you achieve all of those goals. And what keeps the cycle spinning and keeps you speaking to lots of different people is your reason why. Now, this is one of the things that I love about Forever, is that everybody's reason is completely individual to them. It will be the reason why you're looking at the presentation right now. Maybe you have a passion for travel, but you don't have the funds or time to go. Maybe you're looking to top up your pension or save for your wedding. Maybe it is the feeling of success and that you have always wanted to run your own business. Whatever it is, that will keep you the excitement really through your business and keep you sharing the opportunity with lots of different people. So now let's take a look at how you will multiply and make the most out of your time. If that is you, and you have decided that you will invest 10 hours per week into your business around your other commitments, and you've started to find your key people to work alongside. So you may have found a friend who wants to retail the products and will invest 5 hours per week into their business. Another may be investing a little bit more time and have started to find their 5 key people at that point and are putting between 20 to 60 hours per week. What you now have is 125 hours being worked into your business. Remember, you're only putting in 10 hours, which you can do very flexibly around your current commitments. And what happens is you are paid on the volume of hours being worked into your business, which is, in this case, is 125 hours, and not just the 10 hours that you're putting in. And this is multiplying your time. And all that we are coaching everyone to do is very, very simply use those products, develop a regular customer base, and find 5 key people to work alongside. So you can see it's very easy, it's very duplicatable. I'm sure, though, that you're all here to hear about how to earn an extra income. So I can think of no one better, and I really can't, than Emma Cooper, who is building an incredibly huge, very successful business, not only here in the Middle East, but all over the world. Emma has the 5th largest business in the whole world of Forever. She's only been doing it a few years and has achieved every single thing on the marketing plan. She's broken all records. So it's my pleasure now to pass you over to Emma Cooper, who's going to take you through the income.
Thank you very much, Kyle. That's very kind of you. So as Kyle said, my name is Emma Cooper, and my background before Forever was that I was a full-time police officer as well. I worked for Greater Manchester Police in the Oldham area, and so was my husband, Sean. He was also a police officer. And I can't say I hated my job in the beginning because I really didn't. In fact, I loved it. But things changed. I got assaulted quite badly a few times. 2 female officers were killed on duty, and it really kind of knocked my confidence. I was open-minded to having a look at something else because when I found myself newly married and straight away I was pregnant, I really thought about what I wanted to do long term. And the thought of going back to work, paying somebody else, 3/4 of my wage on just childcare, paying someone to do a job that I wanted to do, it just didn't feel right. So I was actually offered to look at Forever 4 years before I decided to start my own business, but it was the right time when I was heavily pregnant because I wanted a full 12 months off on maternity, which my husband and I couldn't have afforded unless we'd found an extra income. I loved what I saw as soon as I saw it. And when you're going to watch this part of the presentation, that's what I thought, that's exactly what I want. And I was looking at the bigger numbers, the bigger income, and really wanted to make a massive difference to our family. I started my business in December 2013, and right now I am nearly 3 years in December, and now it's nearly September. So it'll be 3 years December that I've been running my business. My business went really, really fast because I did put in a lot of effort, albeit running it around my full-time job at the time and then obviously going on maternity and having my first son, William. But with that effort, I was rewarded. And that meant that I had matched my police wage by the second month of my business. By month 5, I was earning 4.5 times my monthly police wage. By month 6, I was earning just under 9.5 times my monthly police wage. And it's continued to grow and grow. And as I go through this presentation, I'll tell you how the incentives have really kind of changed mine and my family's life. But everything has changed for us. My husband and I are no longer police officers. We no longer live in Manchester. We live in a dream home in Wales overlooking the countryside. I've never had to work since I had my son, apart from run this business, which I don't call it work because I really, really enjoy it. My husband's also free to run his own business now. We've set him up in another business, which obviously forever has enabled us to do that. I'm able to pay my parents a pension. I'm able to now be debt free because our forever income has paid off all of the debts that we had. We holiday for free with the company as part of their incentives. And we just have the freedom to live the lifestyle that we could have only have dreamed of. So let me take you through the next part, which is our income, the different areas of income. So you might be looking to retail and recommend the products and look after just a very small customer base, which will help you find. And if you're looking to do that, you can expect to earn between 1,116 dirham or 2,232 approximately per month. If you want to be a business leader, now this is someone who's started to develop a small team and help them to do exactly what you're doing, then you can expect to earn between, let's say, 4,500 dirham and 11,160 dirham a month. And be a business developer. That's a third area of income. Now that's just doing exactly the same, but just doing a little bit more of it. And you can expect to earn between 11,160 or 111,600 dirham a month. And of course, there are lots of people, including myself, earning a lot more than that as well. It's up to you how much or how little that you do in your business. So moving on, I suppose I need to explain this one bit of company jargon for you to understand the whole marketing plan. Everybody within Forever has a global business opportunity, as Kyle's already mentioned. So you can build your business not just in the Middle East, but in 160 countries worldwide. What this means is that when you speak to somebody else who might be a part of your team, to understand the volume that their business is turning over, rather than speaking currencies and get confused by having to convert them and take into account the exchange rate, what we do is we all talk in case credits. Now, I'm based in the UK and I have lots of team in the Middle East. So when I ring them and say, how has your week gone? If they told me in dirhams, then I would have to convert it and take into account the exchange rate. But we don't have to do that because we have the case credit. And this is the same all over the world. So in the Middle East, your case credit is worth 585 dirham at wholesale value and 836 dirham at retail value. You can generate case credits by purchasing products yourself, retailing products to customers, and also building your team. So we call it sponsoring, so getting people to join your team so that you can help them build an extra income. So the best way to start your Forever journey is by purchasing this, what we call a business in a box. Now it has all of the best selling products within Forever, so it gives you the very best start, I believe, onto your journey. And what that means by purchasing your pack is that you're starting immediately as an assistant supervisor and you get a 35% discount off the products. So you'll also get a sponsoring bonus. So for each person that joins your team directly, you will also get paid on top of that 35% cash in your hand profit. You're also going to get paid 217 dirhams every time that somebody joins your team directly. Now, how is it that we get promoted through the marketing plan? Well, the next step of the marketing plan is the supervisor position, and it's all about accumulating case credits. Now, it's not just you on your own accumulating those case credits, it's you and everybody that joins your team. Typically, in a supervisor-sized team, there will be 3 to 5 people. This is not 3 to 5 people necessarily that you've found directly. This is 3 to 5 people in the whole team. The company gives us 2 consecutive months to hit any promotion, and they are also rolling months, so you never go back to 0. They always take into consideration what you did the month before. So when you get to supervisor, you get an immediate pay rise. You go from a 35% discount or bonus, if you like, up to 38%. So when you're retailing products, you'll get a 38% profit cash in your hand. Now, if we have a look at this diagram, 3 people there have joined your team directly, and they're, of course, starting where you started. So they're starting as assistant supervisor. And what clicks into play here is another stream of income, and we call that a team leading bonus. The company recognises that you're going to be helping other people start a business. That might take a little bit of your time. It might be a coffee meeting, or it might be helping them launch their business at their home. Whatever that may be, though, the company's going to pay you for it. You don't take anything from anybody on your team. The company pays you that bonus separately. So how they work out how much to pay you is just really simple. It's based on where you are on the marketing plan in terms of your discount. You're getting a 38% discount as a supervisor. And as you can see, your assistant supervisors are getting a 35% discount. The company pays you the difference between the two. So the difference between 38 and 35 is 3. The company will pay you 3% based on the volume moving through those businesses. Now, roughly, an average supervisor size team leading bonus alone would be 1,395 dirham per month. Plus, you're getting your 38% profit cash in your hand. Plus, you're going to get a sponsoring bonus now. It goes up again to 251 dirhams per person that you sponsor directly. To get to assistant manager, that's exactly the same as what you did to supervisor. It's just building more volume. And of course, there'll be more people in your team to help build that volume as well. So now we need to accumulate 75 case credits over 2 consecutive months. Again, you're going to get an immediate pay rise. So you're going from a 38% profit up to 43%. So you get a 5% bonus straight away. Now, of course, your team will start to build. They'll see you getting promoted, and inevitably they'll want to be promoted as well. So now your team leading bonus is going to go up because there'll be more volume. So if you have a look there, you're on a 43% discount or profit, however you want to look at it. Your assistant supervisor in your team is earning 35%. The difference between 43 and 35 is 8. So the company will pay you as a team leading bonus 8% of everything that moves through that business. Your supervisor in your team is getting 38% discount or profit. You're getting 43. The difference is 5. Company pays you 5%. So you can see there how your team starts to build, the money starts to rise. So on average, your team leading bonus alone will be 3,348 dirhams per month, plus your 43% cash in your hand profit. Plus now you're going to get 301 dirhams for every person that you sponsor directly onto your team. And then we have the manager's position. This is a fantastic position to reach on the marketing plan because it unlocks all of the company incentives. To get to the manager position, you'll need to accumulate as a team 120 case credits over 2 consecutive months. You get more pay rises, so your personal bonus is rising to 48%, so your profit or your discount, however you want to look at it. So 48% cash in your hand profit for every product that you retail. Also, your team leading bonus will go up now. So you're looking on average at 4,464 to 11,160 dirhams per month just in team leading bonus. Plus your cash in your hand, 48% profit. Plus your sponsoring bonus has gone up to 357 dirhams for every person that joins your team directly. Now within our team, it takes people varying amounts of time to hit the manager position. And usually that's directly linked to how much effort, time and effort that you put in. But we've had people hit manager like myself in as little as 6-7 weeks, and others 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, up to 18 months. But the important thing to remember is that it's your journey. So how fast or how slow you want to do it is completely up to you. But it's your business and nobody else's. So as Kyle mentioned at the start, the income that we create is willable. So how does that work? Well, in Forever, we can create a royalty style income. So if you can imagine a famous singer like Michael Jackson, every time one of his songs is played on the radio, he or now his family will get paid for that. So it's a royalty style income, comes from putting the hard work in the beginning and forever being compensated for that. So let's have a look at you. Your manager on the left there, you're getting your income of around 4,500 to 11,100 dirhams per month. And all you have to do is help Flo, who joined your team directly, get to that manager position. So you just show her what you did and help her to get to that position. The company then, for the rest of your life, will pay you 6% based on the volume moving through that business. Then if Flo helps Jo in her team get to the manager position, you will always be paid 3% of everything that moves through that business. And if Jo then helps Mo in his team get to the manager position, you will always be paid 2% of everything that moves through that business. So on average, that royalty style income will generate 9,207 dirhams per month based on that 6, 3 and 2%. These figures are based on an average manager turnover of 83,700 dirhams per month. But let me assure you that we are not an average team, and therefore you can expect those incomes to rise. But I love with Forever that everything is under promised and over delivered, not like the normal jobs and certainly like I had in the police. But now you're looking at adding that royalty style income to your already manager size income. So you're looking at earning on average around 13,671 dirhams to 20,367 dirhams. What was really exciting to me was imagining 5 lines of those managers. And actually over the past 2 years, I've developed 13 or 14 now, I think it is, lines of those managers, which gives an incredible willable and royalty style income. But it doesn't stop there. After manager, you've then got the next level of the marketing plan, and you'll be recognised for helping other people do what you've done. So by helping more people that you sponsor directly get to the manager position, you'll also be promoted. So when you help 2 people that you've personally sponsored reach that manager position, you'll be a senior manager. An average senior manager, you can see there the incomes that they will generate. When you've helped 5, we call that a soaring manager. 9 is when you become a sapphire manager, and now you get a 1% gem bonus. So when we talked about that royalty style income of 6, 3 and 2%, that goes up to 7, 4 and 3. And that is a massive difference. On my income, it was a 6-figure income on top of what I was already earning. Extra. Diamond Sapphire is when you've helped 17 and you get a 2% gem bonus, and Diamond Manager is when you've helped 25 and then you get a 3% gem bonus. It still doesn't stop there. The company offers us even more incentives. And this, to me, I like to think of as the icing on the cake. You can see me, the bottom right, with the $490,000. So what Rex, our founder, does is give back a percentage of the profits every single year to us as business owners. He chooses to do that. He doesn't have to. But it's an incentive that we absolutely love, as you can imagine. All of the people that you see on the screen are part of our Eagles team, and there'll be lots of people on this slide within the next couple of years who have qualified from the Middle East, and we're really excited to celebrate with you all. This year in 2016, Rex gave back over $26 million. Last year he gave back over 24, so it's been rising. Last year, I attended Singapore rally, and they send you on to a different destination every year, normally very exotic. So Singapore last year, we were treated like absolute royalty, and we collected a chairman's bonus check of just over $33,000. And what that meant is that with massive growth in our business in 2015, we then qualified at a higher level to collect our check this year, 2016, in Johannesburg in South Africa, where we collected $490,897, which was a life-changing amount of money. It meant a 50% deposit. I was able to pay down on my dream home. It means that I was able to help lots of my family. I've completely paid back my mum and dad, which I owed them an awful lot of money, £125,000 I owed them. I was able to pay them back. I was able to save an awful lot of money as well, which we can put away for my son's education. And this incentive is on offer to every single one of you from the second that you start your business moving towards that manager position. There's more incentives. We have what we call Forever to Drive, which is, we nickname it Car Plan, but it's an incentive that offers you up to 35,154 dirhams per year. And this incentive lasts for over 36 months, and you just re-qualify leading up to the next incentive period. But you don't have to spend that on a car. You can spend it on whatever you want. So for some, it might be a mortgage plan, money for shoes if you're a lady who loves shoe shopping. It might be a maternity fund, but whatever it is, it's completely up to you what you spend it on. And I think it just gives you real peace of mind. That's on top of what you're earning every month. We also have 2 global travel destinations. You've already heard about Singapore and Johannesburg, but we also had, in 2015, we had Singapore and Mexico Cancun in Mexico, and this year Johannesburg, and we're going to Greece, Costa Navarino in Greece in September. But it's nothing but the best. It's 5-star luxury. As I arrived in Singapore and Johannesburg, I was given a credit card with my name on it for spending, and we were treated like famous people. It was just incredible, and it really is nothing but the best. I think it's important to know the other types of people that are there running their businesses here and now today within our team. We've got Emma Waite, who was a fitness instructor. She was part of leisure management of a large health club. Jane and John, they were a farmer. Jane was a farmer. John was a surveyor. They are diamond managers here in the UK. Sam and Philippa were online entrepreneurs, but they really didn't have that work-life balance until they started their forever journey. Anna May Terry was a PhD student, I should say Dr. Anna May Terry now. She ran her business very part-time around studying full-time, but now enjoys the benefits of forever full-time. She actually left university with tens of thousands of savings rather than debt. And Jamila, you're going to hear from Jamila shortly, but Jamila was a full-time mum. She's going to take you through our product section in just a short while. But now it gives me great pleasure to hand over to 2 wonderful women building businesses both in the UK and also in the Middle East, Kerry Morgan and Bushra Noman. They're going to take you through just a short glimpse of their journey so far with Forever. Kerry, can you hear me?
I can. Thank you, Emma. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much. So my name's Kerry Kilburn. I'm 36, and I live here in Wales in the UK with my 2 little boys who are 6 and 4, and I'm a single parent. I started my business just 16 months ago, and I have to say that it's been the most extraordinary 16 months of my life. It's been a real life changer for me. So prior to Forever, I studied in university, studying business and law degrees for 5 years, and then went on to a successful career in corporate sales. When I got pregnant with my first son 6 years ago, I decided to take a career break, and I was really fortunate enough to have 5 years of just being a mum to my 2 little boys. March last year, it got to a stage where I just really needed to get back to work and earn that income. Relying on just one income just wasn't providing us with what we needed. So I was looking to find a way where I could become the successful businesswoman that I've always wanted to be, but also still be that stay-at-home mum and be able to drop my children to school and pick them up after school and take part in all their extracurricular activities. And that, I have to be honest, is absolutely what Forever has delivered for me. It's allowed me to be a successful entrepreneur, a single parent, to achieve a fantastic full-time income, but working really part-time and flexibly around my children and other commitments. I hit the manager position just within 4 short months, and I'm really passionate and excited now about helping other people with goals to achieve what they want to achieve, working alongside this incredible company. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kerry. Thank you. And now I'll pass you over to Bushra, who's building a phenomenal business in the Middle East. Bushra, are you there?
Hi, thank you. Yeah, hi, Emma.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bushra Noman, mother of 2 beautiful daughters living in Saudi Riyadh for about a year now. By profession, I'm a software engineer, and I worked in software development for 2 multinational IT companies for over 8 years now. I absolutely loved what I did, and I was very satisfied with my career growth. However, when I got married and I had kids, the job became really challenging for me. I was finding it really hard to compete with the efforts of my colleagues, who did not have additional responsibilities like I had. So as time went on, I was giving less and less time to my kids and family, and I was feeling really guilty about it. So luckily for me, I was introduced to the Forever opportunity at the perfect time possible, and I started looking into it and shared the same with my husband. So my husband, who has himself been a corporate sales executive, saw the potential in the business opportunity, and once we had gone through some of the training videos, became really excited, and he encouraged me to get started on it immediately, and hence I joined the Forever family in December 2015. So it's been 9 months now, and I've been amazed by the training and the support, the products and the benefits, and the financial rewards that this company offers. And I've reached the manager position in just 5 months, and now we enjoy all the benefit that Forever offers. So I have the career flexibility that I really wanted with Forever now, and I don't miss out on any family time. I really feel a great sense of achievement and financial rewards that allow my family exceptional quality of life, and I also have the confidence of having a secure career, so much so that I resigned from my previous job as soon as I became manager. So what I look forward to now is more of the same, as well as qualifying for all of the company incentives and watching Forever soar in the Middle East. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bushra. Thank you. What's incredible, I think, hearing from these ladies is that lots of them, well, most of them have built their businesses through online. We're here in the UK, but we're training, and that's the level of the training that will be offered to you. But I think that most of you will agree that you wouldn't be able to build such a phenomenal business if you weren't backed up by some incredible products. So it's my pleasure to hand you over to Jamila, who's building that phenomenal team from the UK, but in the Middle East, and she'll tell us a little bit about her journey as well, and also take you through our product section. Thank you, Jamila.
Thank you, Emma. Hi, guys. My name's Jamila. It's my absolute pleasure to take you through our product section of the presentation. I'm sure you'll agree the company is only as good as the products, and we are extremely fortunate with Forever that we are underpinned by some remarkable products. But firstly, let me tell you a bit about myself. So my name's Jamila Gul. I have 6 children, and I've been a full-time mum since I've had my children. So I've always loved that fulfilling feeling being around my children. Although it's crazy at times, I've just loved it. But I was introduced to Forever in August 2015. And at that time, all I saw was an opportunity to get myself on some amazing products, but for a cheaper price. With 6 children, splashing out on products for yourself is a luxury. I never really had that, so I received my box of products and absolutely fell in love with them. It wasn't until a few months into my journey, watching others' success journeys around their full-time jobs, that I thought that actually I could do this business around my family. So I started to look at the business side, and what I saw, I absolutely fell in love with. I saw a way of me still being a mum at home with my children, also having something just for me that would enrich all of our lives, both financially and with time together. So I live in the UK with my family, but I built a business via the internet in the Middle East. I achieved the manager position in 6 months, and what that meant is a level of success that I really didn't think was possible. I've just been a full-time mum for so long that I forgot about myself. Now I'm on track for all the company incentives and experiencing everything Forever has to offer for me. Making lifelong friends, which wouldn't have ever happened being just at home with my children. Had I not started Forever, I wouldn't have met the amazing people that I have come across. So that's a bit about me. I'm just going to take you through the product section. So when I started my business, I asked myself whether or not there was a marketplace for these products. And what I found was that we are in every marketplace. As you can see on the screen, the health and wellness industry is set to be the next $1 trillion industry. So we are definitely in the right place. We're in the weight management department, sports performance, personal care, animal care, supplements, skin care, makeup. So something for everyone really, which is absolutely fantastic. What is it that makes Forever products unique is in comparison to products on the high street. So, what is it about Forever? Well, Forever Living are the world's largest growers and producers of aloe vera and beehive-based products. We account for over 80% of the world's aloe, which is absolutely incredible, 80%. We have our unique way of predicting the products. So as you can see on the screen, an aloe plant resembles a cactus. Inside the leaf of the aloe plant is a sticky clear gel substance, which is where all the nutrients and goodness of the plant are. The leaves and the rest of the plant are not needed. What we do is hand harvest all of our crops, slice open the leaf and extract only the inner leaf gel. This is cold compressed in natural juices and placed into all of the products within 2 hours. And tests have shown that the aloe in our products is as active in our products as it is in the plant itself. So from a business point of view, Rex patented this process that we know will remain the #1 grower and producer, as no one can produce products to the same quality as ours. All of our products are natural and GM-free with no nasties sprayed on them, which is absolutely fantastic. You can see at the bottom that we have 5 different stamps of approval. Firstly, the Aloe Scientific Council, the Halal approval, Kosher and Islamic Society. These are all essential due to us living in a multicultural society. We want to be able to share our products with everyone. You can also use all of the products on animals, but nothing is tested on animals, which is very important to lots of people. The great things about these stamps of approval is that we are retested every year to ensure that we are always producing the best products. Last year, less than 0.5% of products, sorry guys, last year, sorry guys, last year, less than 0.5% of products were returned, and this even included products that were damaged in transit, which I personally think speaks volumes about the quality of our products. The quickest way to get your business started is to purchase a new distributor pack. This gives you 30 of the fastest selling products in your country. To get your hands on this, to start to evaluate immediately. It is your complete business in a box, with all of the literature, website, your business license to build a business anywhere in the world, and access to your website. It comes in just at 1,420 dirham to register your own business, and you can start to earn money back immediately. The quickest way to order is online. It only takes a few days, or you can visit your local product centre and we can immediately book your first meeting in to get your business planned. I'm just going to pass you back over to Emma now, who will go on with the rest of the presentation.
Thank you so much, Jamila. It was bound to be crazy. You've got 6 children. You work from home. They're bound to cause a bit of a fuss. So thank you so much. And I think you can see, even what stood out to me was that 30-day money back guarantee. And your customers can be safe in the knowledge that should it not do what it says on the tin, that they can return it and they'll get a full refund, no questions asked. And I just think that speaks volumes. So from what you've heard so far, you're probably thinking, well, it's great that it's working for you lot, but is it going to work for me? And that's exactly what I asked myself when I first took a look. And the honest answer is yes, it absolutely will work for you if you take it seriously. Any new venture, there's going to be a little bit of time and effort that's going to be required. It's going to be some new skills to learn. But if you're willing to take it seriously, then it absolutely will work. You've got to be self-motivated, because, we're not going to be at the end of your bed every morning saying, get up, come on, let's build your business. It's up to you to do that. So you've got to be motivated to build your own business. But of course, working alongside us will help you every step of the way. You've got to be prepared to tell people what it is that you're doing. You've not joined MI5. It's okay to tell people. And the truth is, if you're thinking, it sounds a bit too good to be true. Well, if you were to get your box, you were to pick it up from the product centre and put it in your garage and never take it out again, checks aren't going to come flying through the post. It would be nice if that happened, but it's not going to happen. That would really be too good to be true. But if you take the box home, you start using the products, you start talking about them because you will fall in love with them. Well, then checks start coming because you're recommending the products and the business opportunity to other people. Then that's not too good to be true. That's just reward for the time and effort that you've put in. You've got to be coachable and attend all relevant trainings. Now, the great thing about Forever is that we all have lots of different backgrounds, as you've already heard so far, and we all bring skills to the table, and they are very much welcomed. But also there are some skills already that, you know, to be able to be a successful network marketer that you might have to learn, and we prepare you for that. We have all the relevant trainings for you. But just be open and coachable to learning these new skills. Are you willing to think big, dream big, and set big goals for you and your family? Now, I must admit, when I first read that, I thought it was really cheesy American stuff. However, as Kyle said in the beginning, which I absolutely loved, was that, you know, as a child, I know that I didn't think, oh, when I grow up, I really want to be driving a 15-year-old car that I had to de-ice on the inside in the winter, and I dreaded, you know, I couldn't afford to pay for the tyres. And I didn't want to live in a tiny little 2-3 bed house when I had my family. But that was my reality, because actually I didn't have many qualifications, and I didn't go to university. And so I kind of closed off to the thought that maybe I could be successful. But joining Forever made me just forget about all of that, and made me focus on just learning, building, you know, these new skills. And as a result of doing that, I built a multiple 6-figure income very, very quickly. And our business continues to grow today. So it's about thinking bigger and letting go of anything you've ever thought before, and setting goals from here on in of what you want your life to look like. It's about committing the time required to be successful. It's going to take a little bit of time and effort. Be patient with it. It is a new business, but as you've heard from the ladies already and Kyle, that, you know, it goes as fast or as slow as you want to take it. You've got to be able to commit to looking after your regular customers. They're your bread and butter, so you want to look after those. And building your team, so helping other people earn that extra income as well, and we'll help you with that and developing those 5 key people. But above all, you've got to have a really great attitude. You may be in one of 3 places right now. It might be, do you know what, I've listened and it's not really for me, and that's absolutely fine. It can't be for everybody. But what I would say is go back to the person who asked you to take a look at this opportunity and make sure you get any questions or doubts answered. It might be that you think, yeah, maybe I can see a way, but I have got some questions. Again, go back to the person that you've been speaking to and get those questions answered straight away, so you can at least then make an informed decision. Or it might be like me. Once I finally watched this business presentation, I was so excited, and I could see a way straight away, you know, with a bit of learning and a bit of handheld guidance, that I could potentially, you know, make a better life for my family. And that's exactly what happened. And if that's you, then again, contact the person that sent you this information and get your pack ordered as soon as possible. We can get you on your journey to potentially, you know, really changing things in a big way for you. And we can welcome you to our Eagles team. So thank you for taking the time out of your evening. Thank you ever so much for all you guys who have presented today and shared with us your journey so far. We look forward to meeting lots of you very, very soon. Take care, everyone.